Okay, ESPN has really outdone themselves this time. The spin, the denial, the desperation, it's all hitting new heights. You are not going to believe what comes out of Chiny Aguamike's mouth here. When it came down to the postseason, Bronny played some genuinely important minutes for the Los Angeles Lakers. Wait, hold on, did I hear that right? Say that again. When it came down to the postseason, Bronny played some genuinely important minutes. Can you believe how far ESPN is willing to go, putting one of their up-and-coming personalities on air to stretch the truth just to protect LeBron's legacy? Listen closely to how she stumbles over her words there. Why not just say straight up that he played important minutes? She hesitates because her brain is working overtime trying to frame it just right. When someone's being genuinely honest, the words come out naturally, no friction. But when someone's selling a narrative, there's that extra processing happening behind the scenes, which is exactly why she pauses a couple times, delivering what should have been a simple sentence.
Important minutes for the Los Angeles Lakers.
It's the same pattern we saw last week, when Colin Cowherd suggested Miami should reach out to LeBron and let him know that signing with them could mean bringing Bronny along too. And you could hear Colin's brain buffering the entire segment, working through how best to package that lie.
LeBron James and Bronny. What if Pat Riley says, well, bring your son. We need athleticism. We need minutes. Bronny improved last year. Say what you want about him. He improved last year. You know, LeBron James has made $581 million playing in the NBA. He doesn't need money. He's a billionaire. What he wants, and he said it multiple times, he wants to play with his son.
That right there is what an honest reaction actually looks like when you're not being paid to push a narrative. I doubt he ever gets invited back on the Collins show after that. Now, there's a piece out titled Why LeBron Broke Up with the Lakers First, written by none other than Ramona Shelburne, who's sitting right there alongside Chiny, also not exactly telling it straight. Bronny played important minutes for the Los Angeles Lakers, for the Los Angeles Lakers, for the Los Angeles Lakers. ESPN, Fox, and Clutch Sports all seem to be working in lockstep here, trying to shape public perception into believing LeBron's still operating at a level he's not really at anymore. That's exactly why they keep glossing over his weaknesses while blowing up every accomplishment. And if you thought Chiny's Bronny comment was something, wait until you hear this next one. LeBron James is leaving the Los Angeles Lakers. We're witnessing history unfold in real time because players like... Go ahead and send over the next part whenever you're ready.
James is leaving the Los Angeles Lakers. We're watching history happen in real time because players like LeBron James, they don't change teams often because players like LeBron James, they don't change teams often and when they do, in his case, they win championships and it shifts the entire league.
Here's the rewritten section. Same length and story, refined for narration. LeBron doesn't switch teams often? What are you even talking about? The guy's constantly on the move. That's basically his whole brand at this point. This fall, I'm taking my talents to South Beach to join the Miami Heat. A ring-chasing mercenary who drains every ounce of value out of a franchise and then bounces once he's got what he came for, which is exactly what's playing out right now. That's why, roughly 36 hours into free agency, he's still sitting there unsigned. In his case, though, when he wins championships, it genuinely shifts the entire league. No, it really doesn't shift anything anymore. This isn't 2010. The real reason he hasn't signed yet is because he's still searching for the perfect setup where he can slide in and grab an easy ring on the cheap, the same way he did in Miami, then again back in Cleveland, and then again when he convinced Lakers management to mortgage their future for an injury-prone Anthony Davis, which barely got them across the finish line for one title. Here's the problem for LeBron. None of the actual title contenders want him right now, and that's exactly what he's holding out for. I'll bet you if Oklahoma City, San Antonio, or New York called up Rich Paul today and offered LeBron the vet minimum, he'd be on the next flight out of LA, family or not. He probably wouldn't even run it by Savannah first. He'd just fire off a quick text on his way to board, something along the lines of, All right, listen here, young lady. Put that mic down for a second, sit back, and let Carlton break down the real legacy of LeBron James for you.
Then it became LeBron. When he made the decision,
Not one, not two, not three.
we talking about the first one. That decision ruined basketball. Because now the idea of you building your franchise, your first franchise, taking it to the pinnacle became, now we're just trying to chase Jordan for rings. And him leaving Cleveland and going to Miami, chasing the ring, changed the way the young cats believe in their position in basketball, right? When you, and don't get me wrong, I believe that the players should be empowered. I believe that they should have that ability to change the game. They are the face. They're the ones doing it, and the Pat Rileys of the world in Miami, not with the Lakers, like some of those things needed to change, and we're happy about that change. I am. But it also has gotten worse because it's about them and not the team, right? It's become convoluted. What is it? Who is it, right? Is it, so love LeBron James, but LeBron James is about LeBron James. And I don't have a problem with that, right? KD is about KD, and I don't have a problem with that, right? Steph is about Steph. I don't have a problem with that. But when you see the ticket prices go from this number to that number, and people are paying for it, and now you're load management. Load management is literally the destructor of the NBA, because we have everything available to these players to stay healthy. Everything available.
He's right.
Better technicians, the techniques, the equipment,
more coaches,
the understanding, the knowledge, all of it's there, and yet a player can't make it through the season? Then you're not doing your job. And what I mean by that is they're not taking care of themselves throughout the year.